Hello everyone. So today we will pick up from where we left off in the previous video. In the previous video we learned the basics of MS Paint. In this video we will learn the features or the things that we left in the previous video. And if you haven't watched my previous video, I will give the link in the description box below, so you can go for it. So now let's get started. So first I will tell you how to open any window in different ways. The first way is you can go to start menu here and go there. In the W section you will find a file named as Windows Accessories. Just click in here and you will get the paint. So the second option is to search. In the previous video I have explained this option only. MS Paint I want, so I will search for it. I have got two options to open here, so I can go for this one also and to open from here also. And if I want to pin my MS Paint window to my taskbar, the taskbar is this one, or to start menu, I can just right click in here. As you can see there I have got two options, pin to start or pin to taskbar, and there is one more option to do this. You can just click the arrow here and you will get these both options. So let's pin this to our taskbar. As you can see I have got the icon here, it is pinned to my taskbar. And this was all about the second method. We have one more method to open any window. Just by clicking Windows key and R key combination, we will get this type of menu which says run. Let's erase this. Yes, and if we want to open MS Paint, we will not type MS Paint here, because MS Paint is not the real name for paint. If we want to open MS Paint from here, we want a default name, that is P brush. As you can see I have typed P brush and clicking OK. It will open me the MS Paint window. So this was all about opening, how to open any window differently. So in the previous video we have learned many things here. So tools, brush, shapes, colors, this all we have discussed in the previous video. The things that are left are clipboard, image and edit with Paint 3D. So let's start with clipboard. First I want to have a image to work with. Okay, I want to fill color in here. And yes, I want to tell you one more thing that is very important. If we make any picture here, you can see it has a border like structure here, from with the help of which we can move it or resize it. You can see, oh oops. So as you can see, I have clicked anywhere else on the canvas, so it is stuck here. We can't move it anywhere else. We can fill colors in it, but we can't move it. And as you can see, by mistake I have drawn this, so let's resize this. And it has a border, so we can move this, but if I click anywhere else, see, we can't do anything other than filling colors in it. So this is a limitation of MS Paint, not a disadvantage, it is just a limitation. So let's move on to our topic. It's the clipboard section, which has three options. We need to select something for demonstrating it. Let's do transparent selection. As you can see, we have learned about this in the previous video. So sorry, though both were with the same color. So we have this selected here. Now all the options are enabled. If we want to make a copy of this as many times as we want. We can just click on the copy. It is copied, but to have it we need to paste it. As you can see, paste option is here. If I click here, I will get the same copy as that was. So there is one more method to copy or paste anything. You can just do it. If you want to copy anything, you can just do it with the key combination Control and C. It is copied. And if we want to paste anything, we can go for Control plus V key combination. You can see we have the image pasted here. So let's go for the cut option. If we cut anything, the image will disappear. As you can see, it is disappeared. But if we want to take it back, we can just paste it from here. We have got that image that was cut. And to cut also, we have a key combination of Control plus X. It is cut. And as you all know, to paste, Control plus V. So this is all about the clipboard section. We have one more section here, image. In image section we have several options. Select option we have discussed in the previous video, and the rotate option. So we are left with the two options, that are crop and resize. Crop option, if I click on crop, you can you will notice that this image is selected now, and if I click on crop, all the things will be cropped except of the image that will be selected. So if you want to undo this, means you don't want this, you want the previous page, we have a key combination for that, that is Control and Z. You can see we have got our page back. So, and have you noticed one thing, that if we hover over anything for a long time, we will get the key combination for that. As you can see, for resize and skew we have Control plus W, and paste also we have Control plus V, cut Control plus X, and copy Control plus C, as I have said. So this is also helpful for you if you want to. And for crop also we have Control plus Shift plus X. So let's move on. If we want to resize any image that is selected, we will just click on resize, and we will get this menu. This menu has two radio buttons, and one is for percentage and one is for pixels. If we go for percentage, we will resize the image by percent, and if we go for pixels, we will resize the image by pixels. Let's go for percentage, as it is default selected. So if I want to resize the image, increase or decrease anything, we just have to increase the decrease or decrease the number here present just here. And if you notice, if we increase or decrease anything, we will do with horizontal, it will take effect in the vertical also. So you can just go for this. And if we want 10% of this image only, we can click here OK, and we have got this tiny circle. This is the 10% of the image that was earlier. So let's go and resize once more, and let's go for pixels this time. You can see there are in horizontal 26 pixels and verticals 21 pixel. If we increase the pixel value to 200, the vertical value will increase automatically. So if I click OK, it will increase by pixels. You can notice, as you can see, the image has some weird structure around it, so it is the pixels. And if we want to decrease it, you can just go for 20, and the vertical will also decrease. Enter. We have got this tiny circle. So this was all about percentage and pixels. And yes, in percentage we have one limitation to increase or decrease the size of any image. If you want to increase any any image, the maximum limitation is 500. You can't go beyond 500. I will demonstrate it. If I go beyond 500, as you can see here, it will give me a notification that please enter a valid number between 1 and 500. So it is a limitation. And if we want to decrease any number, decrease the size of the image, we can't go for 0 or any negative numbers, because the maximum limitation is 1. So we can go for 1, as you can see here. Enter. It's so tiny that you can't see it. Just here it is. Okay, so this was all about percentage and pixels. Skew, you can see one more section here, that is skew, and in bracket it is written degrees. So you can with the help of this section, you can move your selected item diagonally in degrees, not in percentage and not in pixels, in degrees. Just like if we have 10 degrees, okay, oh sorry, the image isn't selected nicely, so we will get to have a new image. Yes, so if I do it to 10 degree, you will take notice on this, it will move diagonally, somehow diagonally to 10 degrees. As you can see, if I click here, as you can see, it has moved. And if we want to vertically move it, we can just go for the vertical one. Here we go. Okay, now it is vertically moved. So this was all about the resize, and we have completed the image section, and all the sections present here are told to you in the previous video, so we will skip those. And one more thing, I had told about this to you in the starting. This is new software, you can say, or updated version of MS Paint that is linked to MS Paint. This has some new features and some new tools to work with, but I will explain about this in the further videos. So let's move on. So the home section is now completely demonstrated to you. Now we will move to the view section. As you can see, we have view section here. It has some things, only a few things here. So let's start with the zoom section. Zoom section has 3 options: zoom in, zoom out, and 100%. All these options I will show you how they work. Zoom in, if we click in here, I am clicking, it will zoom our window 100%, up to 100%, because it's 100% here, you can see. And if we zoom out, it will take the image, it will decrease the size of the image to -100%. It has came to its original size, the canvas. So it was all about the zoom section. Now we have show or hide section. It has 3 options: rulers, grid lines, and status bar. Status bar is enabled by default, and this is because status bar is here, that is by default enabled. The status bar shows the position of our pointer, and here is the option to zoom in and zoom out if you want to demonstrate anything frequently. So let's disable this. As you can see, this status bar has disappeared because I have disabled. So enable. Now we have grid lines. Grid lines will give you a grid all over your canvas, which will help you to draw pictures. As you can see, the grid lines are there. It will help you to draw anything or to demonstrate to anyone. It is for only easy to use, and but if don't worry, if you save this file or share to anyone, you will not get the grid lines there, because grid lines are for your own demonstration purpose. So let's disable this. And rulers, if I click on rulers, I will get rulers all across my screen in a horizontal way and in vertical way. Let's say this. As you can see here, this will help you to set a position for any of your image that you are demonstrating to anyone or just drawing for your convenience it is. So this is all about the show or hide section. One is the display section present here. It has a full screen and a thumbnail. Thumbnail is disabled, so I can't go for that one. So let's go for full screen. If I click on the full screen, I will get my picture in a full screen view. As you can see here, I have this in the full screen view. And if you want to exit this view, in your keyboard you have a key escape at the top left corner of your keyboard, name as escape. So we will click this and it will exit the full screen view. So this was all about the view section. Let's go for home section. Now we are left with the file section. File section has several options to work with, such as new. If we click on new, it will give us a new fresh page to work with, but as you can see, it is giving you a message that this page isn't saved, so you can't have a new page. You need to save the current page first, and if it is worth saving, you can save it. I have demonstrated how to save in the previous video. And if it is not worth saving, you can just go for don't save. And if you want to keep this picture and make some changes, you can cancel it. It will give you the same page. So if I click on new, I don't want to save this file, don't save. I have got a blank page now, and that file isn't saved. And one more thing, here are the recent pictures will be displayed that you have saved, created and saved recently. So now go for the open section. Open section, if we click on here, it will give you a menu that will show you how you can open any file. If you want to open any picture, anything that you have made earlier or have downloaded it, it will give you that. So something, yeah, I have got it. You will get this type of menu. I am in the pictures folder. In the camera roll, I have some pictures. I will click in here, and there is an option to open. If I click on the open section, I will get my painting in here. So for now I don't want this. And the next section is save. Save section, you all know about it, so let's skip this. So now we have came to save as. Save as is the option from which you can save any of your image to another extensions. As you can see, there are many extensions here, formats to save any picture, just as PNG, JPG, BMP, GIF or any other formats. So I will explain every format to you. First is BMP. BMP pictures, save any kind of picture with high quality and use it on your computer. But BMP pictures are not suitable for any purpose that you want your image that are saved with BMP to I'm sorry, if you want your image to give on the web or anything, you can't just go with BMP pictures, because BMP pictures take a large file size and the web page will be slow to load. So BMP picture is not suitable for web pages, so they have PNG and JPEG file. PNG file saves a photo or drawing with high quality and use it on your computer or on the web. PNG file is used to give any save or give any picture on the web and uses it on your computer. PNG file and JPG file both take small file size compared to BMP pictures. BMP pictures actually they take every bit or every pixel of the image, so the file size is large. And PNG and JPG picture will decrease the file size and it will fast to load on the web. And let's go to now JPG pictures. JPG pictures save a photo with good quality and use it on your computer, email or on the web. JPG picture you can if you want to save any picture, send any picture on email to your friends, family or anyone, you can just go for JPG format. This is suitable for emailing any picture to anyone. So now we are left with GIF picture. GIF picture save a simple drawing with lower quality and use it in email or on the web. Actually GIF pictures make a small GIF of your image, just like you have any GIFs on your WhatsApp or anywhere else, you can make it on your own also. So these are all the types of formats to save any picture. Now we have a print section, you can see here. With the help of this you can directly print any image with the help of your printer. So we don't want this for now. And yes, we have a section here, send in email. If you want to send any of your picture to anyone, your friends, family, you can directly send it with email if your computer is, as you can see here, I have just exited the Paint window. So this was all about MS Paint. In the next video we will learn more about MS Paint and the features of Paint 3D, which I have said that we will talk about it later. So thank you.